Hello, everybody. This is Alma Love Books. I'm your host, Alma, and welcome to my reading corner. Today I'm going to discuss rating books and how I rate my books. Yes, I use the 5-star rating system, but I use it a little differently. So instead of giving a book 1 to 5 stars, 1 being the worst, 5 being the greatest, and then meeting in the middle, or 3 meeting in the middle, I assign each star its own specific purpose. So I'll get into it and explain as I go how my rating system works. My first star I give for content of the book, the general theme or idea behind the book. For example, Every Anxious Wave. Now, I did do a book review on this. Basically, the theme of this book was a guy who created a wormhole in his closet and was able to go back in time, but the only reason he would go back in time would be to watch concerts, because he thought that if he started in with the whole let's stop this from happening thing, it would be a moral obligation to continue on with the let's stop this from happening. The second star is for writing style. Much like the content, if I can't get into somebody's reading style or writing style, I usually can't get into the book. One example of that is Come Thou Tortoise. I loved the book. I only gave it 3 stars though, because I couldn't get into the writing style. I missed my quotation marks. I like my grammar. Another one is Forrest Gump. It's written in the Forrest Gump vernacular. How he speaks in the movie, that's how it sounds in the book. The third star is for character building. If a character doesn't get from point A to point B without some build in between, I have to see some sort of growth, whether it's child going from age 10 to age 15 and all that work in between. I need to see that. One example of one that I'm not caring for is the book I'm reading right now. I don't really care for the whininess of the main character. I don't know. She keeps going back to the fact that she's adopted. And I understand. You know, it's not easy growing up in a house where you're the only one who's not the same. But at the same point, there are things that you need to do to get yourself past that. And there are things that this character needs to do to get herself past that. It's almost halfway through the book, and she's still struggling with it. But it doesn't seem like she wants to change her viewpoint. She just wants to blame everything on the fact that she's adopted. Fourth star is readability. So, your ability to put a story together, the writing style mixed with the character development, mixed with the content of the book, and not sounding like a textbook when you're reading the book. I know that sounds weird, but there are some books out there where they're dry. They're so dry and you can't get into it, and it's just like, oh my goodness, can we have something happen here that might make this worth reading? And usually if you haven't gotten readability from me, I've put your book down. Readability is the hardest star for me to give. And then the last star is rereadability. I know that it sounds kind of redundant to say readability and then rereadability, but they are 2 very, very different things. Where readability is the ability to read the book, rereadability is the ability to pick up the book again. Usually this star is only given to those books that I feel still have something to tell me. Oftentimes, mystery novels for me won't get rereadability because once I have read the story and I know who the killer is or I know what's happened, I won't reread a mystery novel. When it comes to rereadability, it just means that there's some part of me that I haven't figured out, and this book can still help me find that piece. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.